Good morning, everyone. My name is Ayushi Srivastava, and I'm an intern at ubAdvocate under Advocate Jeevan Prakash. So, my topic for today is child abuse, that is, necessary efforts for prevention. Any intentional harm or mistreat to a child under 18 years old is considered child abuse. Child abuse takes in many forms, which is often occurred at the same time. Physical abuse. Physical abuse occurs when a child is purposely physically injured or put at risk of harm by another person. Second, sexual abuse. Sexual abuse is any sexual activity with a child, such as fondling, oral genital contact, intercourse, exploitation, or exposure to child pornography. Third is emotional abuse. Emotional child abuse means injuring a child's self esteem or emotional well being. It includes verbal and emotional assault, such as continually belittling or berating a child, as well as isolating, ignoring, or rejecting a child. Fourth is medical abuse. Medical abuse occurs when someone gives false information about illness in a child that requires medical attention, putting the child at risk of injury and unnecessary medical care. The next is neglect. What is neglect? Child neglect is failure to provide adequate food, shelter, affection, supervision, education, or dental or medical care. In many cases, child abuse is done by someone the child knows and trusts, often a parent or other relative. That is so grave. If you suspect child abuse, report the abuse to proper authorities. Such, you know, in order to get proper action and the child gets justice. That's really wrong. If a parent or a close relative does abuse to his own child. Things to do to prevent child sexual abuse. First, volunteer your time. Get involved with other parents of your community. Help vulnerable children and help families. Start a play group. Second, discipline your children thoughtfully. Never discipline your children when you are upset. It may cause negative effects on his mind. Give yourself time to calm down. Remember that discipline is a way to teach your child. Use privileges to encourage good behavior and timeouts to help your child regain control. Examine your behavior. Abuse is not physical. Both words and actions can inflict deep, lasting wounds. Be a nurturing parent. Be kind to your child. Fourth, educate yourself and others. Simple support for children and parents can be the best way to prevent child abuse. After school activities, parent education classes, mentoring programs, and respite care are some of the many ways to keep your children safe from harm. Teach children their rights. While children are taught they are special and have the right to be safe, they are less likely to think abuse is their fault and more likely to report an offender. Support prevention programs. Know what child abuse is, that is the most important part. Physical and sexual abuse clearly constitute maltreatment, but so does neglect or the failure of parent or other caregivers to provide a child with needed food, clothing, and care. Know the signs. You should be able to know if a child is signaling you whether he is going through an abuse or not, whether physical, whether verbal. You should be able to differentiate. Report. The most important. Wherever you see a child being abused, the first step you should take is to report it. And you'll be able to report only when you you can predict the signs. You know that yeah, abuse is going, and the first step that you should take is to report it wherever the nearest police station or an authority you may know closer to you. You are able to contact him easily. You should definitely within 24 hours, 48 hours, you should report it. Invest in kids. Encourage leaders in the community to be supportive of children and families. Ask employers to provide family friendly work environments. Ask your local and national lawmakers to support legislation to better protect our children and improve their lives. It is my request to all the citizens of India that you should know wherever you see a child being abused, you should never neglect it if it's not your child. You should definitely report it and support all the children, the innocent children of our country. Thank you so much.